Good evening, I'm Sean Green with the Lime Sports World. The West Indies will be hoping to end their tour of New Zealand on a high when they take on the host in tomorrow's second and final T20 International that's being played at Wellington. Now, the Windies captain, Dwayne Bravo, says he knows just how important a victory would be for the regional side.
Once again, we find ourselves in a position where it's a must-win game for us, so definitely we want to finish the tour on a high, close up the series. 1-1 is going to be good for us. We had a very good training session today, a good day's rest yesterday, so today was a good, high, intense training session, good quality, and we look forward for tomorrow's game. It's been our nature most times, more often than not, we respond well under pressure, so this, like I said, we find ourselves in a position again where we actually have to do the same thing again to get ourselves out and level in the series. So after a disappointing test series, a fairly decent one this series, now it's a T20, so one game to go. We got to give one big effort and hopefully we come out on the winning side.
Well, that game goes off tomorrow from 2 in the morning. Right-arm slow bowler Vanessa Watts is the only newcomer to the 15-member West Indies women's squad that was announced today for the upcoming 8-match series, also in New Zealand. The 26-year-old Watts was one of the leading slow bowlers during last year's WICB Women's Tournament, when she helped Jamaica win both the 50-over and the T20 titles. The full squad reads Marissa Aguilera, Charmaine Campbell, Chanel Daly, Charmaine Henry, Stacey Ann King, Kaisia and Kaishona Knight, Natasha McLean, Anissa Mohammed, Sabrina Monroe, Shaquana Quinton, Shakira Salmon, Tremaine Smart, Stephanie Taylor and Vanessa Watts. The Windies women will play 3 ODIs and 5 T20s. Staying with local female cricket, well, the local female cricketers will play an additional 10 overs in this year's Iris Walker Memorial Domestic Cricket Competition. The 40-over tournament will now be a 50-over competition with the round-robin format.
Up to last year, we were playing 40 overs, but it does not make sense to be playing a reduced version when international cricket, and indeed when the ladies leave Barbados and go and join the West Indies band, they have to play a 50 over. So we, the persons responsible for cricket here in the BCA, have accepted the suggestion, and we are going to play 50 overs aside with all of the trappings possible that are involved with the 50 overs format of the cricket, and then the usual T20.
3 teams will clash this year in 2 competitions, the 50-over and the T20 series, from January 18th to February 23rd. A UWI Blackbird team, which includes West Indies players Shaquana Quinton and Shakira Salmon, will join the 2 female teams of the Barbados Cricket Association, skipped by sisters Kaisia and Kaishona Knight.
There are some very young and talented upcoming young ladies, and I'm glad to captain the team and get the girls to know a bit more about cricket and expose them to the game further. I'm just looking to go out there, put on a show for who's coming out to watch, and I hope that some more of the public will come out and watch some more ladies cricket. It's beginning to get big in the world, so come out and support the girls, and I hope more young ladies are willing to get into the cricket.
The 50-over matches commence at 9:30, while the T20s are set to bowl off at 1 p.m. from this weekend. Roland Boyce is the winner of the last Waterman Standing Windsurfing and Kitesurfing Festival. Marcia Boyce reports.
Early Sunday morning, we're at the Silver Sands Beach. The guys were preparing to head out for the last Waterman Standing Windsurfing and Kitesurfing race. They were looking forward to the adventure conditions would serve up going around the island. Expectations were high.
The winds are filling in, they're looking good. Should be a very exciting race. What we're going to do right now is try to get all the kites in the air, get everybody in the water, and get a start to this race. We have 6 kites and 2 windsurfers. We're going to start the kites first, then the windsurfers will follow a few minutes behind.
And soon it was time to get rolling. Among them was 15-year-old Akeem Durant, who was looking to make the trek. These guys had a good few hours on the sea ahead of them. One of the kite surfers actually aborted after having some difficulty getting into open water.
The wind is a little light. I guess I had too many cheeseburgers back home, to be honest, so I don't have enough power to actually go upwind. I don't have any bigger kites than a 12, so it looks like I'm going to be sitting this one out.
After about 6 hours, our camera crew spotted Roland Boyce heading up the south coast. He was the first man in 6 hours 25 minutes, beating his previous time of 10 hours.
When we get close to San Rose Castle, I saw some of the other guys really close. I said, well, let me add a little bit more speed to it. And from there, all the way down we went to the west coast. The east coast was really choppy, and the west coast was flat, so that was good. So North Point was pretty. It wasn't that bad, but you had to stay away from the waves. So if you stay out the wave area, then you know you're good. And I just take it slow, find different points. Like I look for a cement plant. Wait till when I passed that, I was like, yeah, I got a little further. I saw a boat, I passed that one, and just the different points. My 2 points was the Hilton and the Harbour Wall.
Mike Whitetop of the USA was second in 7 hours, Brian Talma third in 7 hours 15 minutes, while Jimmy Marshall also completed the race. None of the windsurfers made it to the end. Marsha Boyce, CBC Sports.
And we're back on the track as Red House dethroned Purple to win this year's Inter-House Sports at the George Lamon Primary Schools competition today at the National Stadium. Red amassed 537 points to be out front. This was ahead of Gold with 512, Purple third, 458, and Blue fourth on the 422. We bring you some of the action now from the 100 meters. They're on the line for the boys under 9 100-meter dash. A good even start to this contest. But watch out, lane number 1 goes down and gets back up. And speaking about up, the Purple boys were up front and center. Jaquan Aline getting home ahead of his teammate Xavier Harper. Let's step up to the girls under 11. That's the gun and away they go. A few athletes losing their lanes, but not the powerful girl in blue with the puffs. She's in lane 1. She's not Bubbles from the Powerpuff Girls. Her name is Tionce Waldron, fighting to hold off the pack. Gabriella here with a late challenge in lane 7, but she had to settle for second. Play your drum, drummer boy. The boys' equivalent was even more dramatic, and by the 60-meter mark, it was still anyone's race. Gold, red, and purple all finishing fast, but Ramiro Dates in the red shirt just beat Joshua Belgrave on the line. It was obvious who this group was supporting. Under 13 girls action, the red team had a reason to celebrate once more. Shawnee Marshall and Keela Codrington did the 1-2 in this event, with Codrington raising her arms after passing the finish line. She's probably really pleased with her second. Now it's the big boys, the under 13s. Keep your eyes on the center of the screen. The contest between blue and gold is Shawniko Moore, who powers ahead and runs away with the win. Barbadian Andrew Wiggins was the star focus last night in U.S. college basketball for Kansas State. The Canadian-based Bayesian freshman had 17 points and a remarkable 19 rebounds for the Jayhawks in their win over Iowa State University.